got some fittings for the flex fuel sensor, so we can finally put that together safely. And I still got to put a motor in this, so if you guys want a video on that, let me know. Just comment. So my garage is so dirty right now. So now we can put the flex fuel sensor in and everything with the fuel in all the way. The fuel injectors got here from OKC. So they're the 1200cc fuel injectors. I got the top hats ordered for them. So they came in. See, those are the top hats right there. That's the clip for the top hat, and then the clip for the OEM fuel injector. So if you guys need one of these lines made, if you're doing a flex fuel setup on your Genesis coupe, let me know. I can make one for you if you want. So I can make all the fittings and everything ready, so you can just connect it straight to the fuel rail and straight to that without having to deal with a bunch of stuff. Because they sell the connectors online. They're really way too expensive. They're like $250, something like that, and it doesn't even come with. You have to like take this line off, leave the rubber one on over here, and then connect it to the rubber line, and makes it really messy. And why would you want steel line to rubber line to? It's weird. But yeah, I can make them if you want. Just comment down below, and I can post them up for sale or something as a kit. But yeah, that's done. Now I need to put that. Once I finish that, I also put the fuel pump in. The fuel pump's also, it was kind of confusing, the install, because it's not a BK1, this is a BK2, and I haven't seen a fuel pump install on YouTube for a BK2. So if you guys want me to do that, put a comment down below, and I'll show you guys how to take everything, the seat off and everything, and how to install the fuel pump. But yeah, that one's a Deechworks 300 fuel pump. And so last things I need to do also, and I don't know if you haven't watched this video before, but I did a turbo install on it as well. But CX Racing, that was a CX Racing turbo kit. And yeah, so next I need to install this flex fuel gauge, ethanol content gauge, and fuel temperature. But that should be pretty easy to install. What I really need to install first is I need to wire up my little wideband box. I forgot what these things are called. That plug right there, that needs to go to my Haltech. So I need to wire that up. I need to make a wire that comes from the Haltech to this box, because the wire that they sell from the Haltech, the pigtail, it comes with all the wires and everything, and the wire loom, and it looks nice, but it's $100. So I'm not gonna spend that on something that I can make. You know, it's pretty simple. I can show you guys if you want how to do it. I'll probably make a separate video on that, but it plugs right into here, and there's like, I don't know, a couple pins. The wire comes, I'll show you guys in a second how it comes, and you can make it yourself. But okay, so this is what I was talking about that connector. Your Haltech's gonna come with one of these. It's gonna be empty, but it comes with the pins, so you can wire up your own wire. And this is the wire that's gonna go to from the box from my wideband to the Haltech. So the diagram is on Haltech. You go to your Haltech manual, and it'll show you each pin individual, what connection goes to what. But also, the next thing I need to do is wire up this boost controller. I bought this Mac boost controller on eBay. They're pretty cheap. They work perfect. That's what my tuner recommended. So, and I need to finish wiring up the vacuum lines to the wastegate. So once that's done, I need to buy a O2 sensor, because my old O2 sensor's burnt out. And I also need to weld on a tube to this. It's going to go on the wastegate. It's going to dump straight out the bottom. And yeah, it's going to come straight down there. See, my wastegate's facing down. So it's going to have another tube going straight down right next to the exhaust. So, and I also need to heat wrap all this because this is getting really hot, and yeah, I don't want that to melt through. That would be a mess because I have to redo everything. But once that's done, and I also need to still finish the problem with the Haltech, but that's not an issue right now. Right now, I just want to get the car running and start tuning the car. But yeah, if you guys want videos on the fuel pump or anything specific, let me know. I can show you guys how to do that. Also, one tip, don't be impatient like me and just buy this kind of line. Don't do that. Get real AN fitting lines first, like this, because that is not safe. I did it just so I can put a tune on it so I could run the car, because I broke the other line and I needed a flex fuel sensor. But yeah, don't do that. If you need a line, just put in the comments or something and I can build one for you and send it out to you really fast. So just let me know, I'll make them. So yeah, don't do that. Okay, so I got it hooked up right now. Hooked up to the Haltech. I'm about to put a base map on it for these injectors and that fuel pump. So it won't run too rich, because if your car runs too rich, then it will dilute your oil, which is not good. So we're gonna put this base map in and then go from there. Here for the fuel pump is different on the BK2. So this one has this weird small connector, and this is for the OEM pump. But the Beachworks pump, 300 pump, has a way bigger connector. So you need to order a pigtail. It didn't come with mine, but order a pigtail from Beachworks and OKC and they'll send you one right out. It's pretty easy to install. It just has one positive wire, which I use these crimping ones. They shrink down, so you heat them up and they shrink down. They're waterproof. And yeah, I use those. There's two wires, negative wires that ran through it. One goes to the fuel pump itself and the other one goes back to the wire, or to the main harness. So you connect those two together, and then yeah, if you guys want a tutorial on the fuel pump install, let me know before I put the seats back in, and I'll do that for you guys. Also, one thing I want to mention, I need to put this gasket on the turbo because the turbo blew this gasket right out because of that bolt that came loose because of the water. It was touching the manifold and I didn't get the washers for it yet, but you can see the gasket blew right off right there. So yeah, there's a little exhaust leak there. Probably lose a little boost, but I'll fix that. I'll take the turbo off here in a bit and I'll change that gasket out, get everything good. I'll probably go get new bolts, honestly, but I'll take that out, and I'm probably gonna take off this bracket and cut it off or something to make everything look clean, and then I'll let you guys know once I'm done.